Once upon a time, in a prosperous yet intricate kingdom, there lived an elderly man who had earned his living for years by selling firewood from the forest. Although his life was modest and his means limited, he possessed a remarkable and rare treasure, a majestic white horse, unmatched in beauty and elegance across the entire land. This horse was not merely an animal to him. It was a cherished family member. The old man's unusual possession sparked envy, even within the royal court. The king himself, unable to ignore his jealousy, attempted repeatedly to purchase the horse, offering vast sums of gold. Despite the allure of such wealth, the old man remained steadfast. He repeatedly declared, "This horse is not just a horse. It's part of my family. I cannot sell a family member simply for the sake of money." One fateful morning, the old man discovered that his beloved horse was missing from its stable. Distressed, he and the townspeople searched high and low, but there was no sign of the animal. News of the horse's disappearance quickly spread through the kingdom. As rumors and gossip spread, many people began to mock the old man. "We knew this would happen eventually," they said. "You should have sold the horse to the king when you had the chance. Now you're left with nothing but sorrow." Despite the scornful remarks, the old man remained composed and said simply, "Whatever has happened, has happened. The horse is not here, and that's the only truth I acknowledge right now. Everything else will reveal itself in time." Months passed, and one night the old horse miraculously returned. To everyone's amazement, it was not alone. It brought with it a dozen other horses of the same rare breed. The news of this development spread rapidly, and people began to crowd around the old man, exclaiming, "You were right. Losing the horse was not a curse, but a hidden blessing. Now you have an opportunity to become a successful horse trader." Yet the old man remained unfazed and replied, "Yes, 12 more horses have come back with the original horse. But remember, the only reality we know is that they are here now. Everything else is yet to unfold." Soon after, the old man's son, eager to train the wild horses, suffered a serious accident. He fell from one of the untamed horses and broke his leg. The townspeople once again gathered around, lamenting, "This is terrible. Getting those horses now seems like a curse rather than a blessing. Your only son has been injured and won't be able to marry. What bad luck." Unperturbed, the old man once more replied, "It's true that my son is injured, and this situation will bring challenges. But what remains constant is that everything is as it is. We must wait to see how things unfold." As time went by, the kingdom faced a dire situation. An enemy army attacked, and the king's forces struggled to defend the realm. The king's army, already strained, was further depleted as young men from the state were conscripted into military service. However, because the old man's son was now lame, he was spared from this fate. The townspeople, now deeply reflecting on their earlier judgments, came to the old man once more, saying, "Your son's injury turned out to be a blessing after all. He didn't have to go to war, unlike our sons who are now facing uncertain fates. We see now that you've maintained your calm through every twist of fortune. How do you manage it?" The old man responded with profound wisdom, "Understand this. The only truth is that your sons are serving their country. And while this may not align with your desires, it is the reality. Whether this turns out to be a misfortune or a blessing remains unknown. It's crucial to stop categorizing events as good or bad, as this only leads to unnecessary distress. Instead, focus on your actions, thoughts, and finding contentment in the present moment. Life's outcomes are not determined by isolated incidents, but by the whole journey. Just as a single line does not define a book, a single event does not define our lives." He continued, "Don't get caught up in others' opinions or allow them to disturb your peace of mind. Concentrate on what truly matters, your actions and your inner joy. Life is about staying present and happy, irrespective of external judgments or circumstances." And so, the old man's story served as a timeless lesson in patience, perspective, and the enduring wisdom of maintaining inner tranquility regardless of life's unpredictable twists and turns.